Welcome to DevCast. My wife and I, we're your average military medical field couple. I was in the U.S. Navy for 6.5 years. She was a medical nurse for 2 years. And lately, we've been receiving a lot of hate by a bunch of bitches who have never been in the military or medical field, but are keyboard warriors, have everything to say.
Yeah.
So today, we're going to be diving into those hate comments. Right after we show you my military video, we'll dive into my military hate comments first, and then we'll dive into her nursing comments secondary. So let's go ahead and get into the video.
Let me show y'all this bathroom in the Navy, man. Look at this. We're talking 100 dudes in this building. We're all supposed to share 3 showers. Look at the shower. It's too small.
Diving into our first comment. Our first comment says, "No one told you not to trust a recruiter before you signed up. I knew the military wasn't glamorous by the time I was 12 to 14 years of age." First off, okay, it was my decision to join the United States Navy.
He was young. Everybody who joins the damn military is young.
Bro, I tell everybody this. The military is a business, right? And you'd be retarded not to think so. And the military is a business, so they send out these recruiters to preach you the benefits, to show you their Camaro SS out there in the driveway, in the parking lot, right outside their recruiting office, to tell you all about how you can get college for free and how you can do XYZ if you just go and put your life on the line and slave a little bit and listen to orders from illogical leadership. It's no problem at all.
Well, if you're someone like my husband who has come from nothing, who's come from the poor of the poor, then of course you're going to take the opportunity because it sounds freaking phenomenal.
Let me ask you this, baby, how old are you?
I'm 22 years old.
My wife is 22 years old. And baby, do you know anything about the military?
Now I do because of him.
But do you think that you know everything that you're signing up for? If you were to go and sign up for the
No,
military
because,
today?
I thought about signing up. Always. That was always my backup plan because I didn't come from much either. But now that I've heard stories from him and I see real life being his wife and his partner, and I've seen how bad it can actually get, never would I join unless I was so down bad.
You think when you join the military, you sign that contract as an 18-year-old kid who's known nothing but their little family life, their own little hometown, their friends, their family. When they go to sign that contract to their recruiting office, do you think they know anything about watches, about firefighting, about long deployments, about XYZ in the military? Do you really think that they know that? Or you think they're just signing that contract and they're like, you know what, I'll see what happens when I get there? Or they think they're picking a job and they think they're only going to be doing that job and end up doing multiple other people's jobs? You, as an 18-year-old kid who's a little kid, let's get that in fact, have no idea what you're signing. But you're going to sign it anyways because you need a job and you don't want to go to college, especially if you're broke and poor. You're not going to go in debt for 4 years, not knowing what you want to do with your life. So for the people to say, oh, you knew what you were signing up for, no, you're fucking stupid. You have no idea what you're signing up for. You don't know what you're going to war for. And when you're in the U.S. Navy or military in general, you don't even know what you're fighting for in the first place. It's all corrupt. It's all propaganda. And it's all illegal activities. It should probably be banned, but fuck it. Anyways, next comment. I went to boot camp in 1993, and we had 100 people in our bay with 2 showers. A little bit of technical difficulties, but anyways, the second comment says, I went to boot camp in 1993. We had 100 people in our bay and 2 shower rooms. Guess what? No one complained because we were in the fucking military and not on vacation. Let me ask you a question. Let me pull my pants up for this one. Do you think that if we're in a peacetime in the military, that our American people who are putting their lives on the line serving this country should have the worst living conditions, the worst food available, and the worst job in America, but put their lives on the line for $2,000 a month in order to go and fight for your fucking poor ass who's sitting on their couch watching TV and being a keyboard warrior online who's never served in the military, and if you did, it was 40 fucking years ago? Do you think that you should be the one judging or dictating what our American people are putting their lives on the line for? and they don't even know what they're fighting for. We have the technology, we have the money, and we have the availability today to treat our U.S. troops with the best of the best. And if they're not receiving the best of the best, it's not complaints, it's honesty. When I made these videos and showed you all the living conditions of a U.S. Navy sailor, it was not for me to complain, because I did a lot of great things in my career, and I excelled and advanced, and I scored 99% on that advancement exam. I outcompeted everybody else in the Navy in my rate. All I'm saying is, we want the best of the best for our sailors, for our troops, for our military in general, and I pray that they get the best. And for all these veterans who are mad that we're not getting the best, I'm sorry that life fucking sucked in the 50s, and you had your mama's baby cup, and you left because you were drafted at 18. I'm sorry, but for us, we're outspoken, and maybe if you weren't a sheep, you could have had things change whenever you were in. So thank you. Moving on to the next comment. This one's great, baby, because my wife knows. This one says this dude is not in the Navy or on a Navy ship, as I'm showing a Navy ship. It's a head, not a bathroom. I'm sorry that I was born in a trailer park, and I always called the place where I shit and pissed a bathroom and not a head. And I figured most people wouldn't understand what a head was unless they've been in the military, so I said bathroom for the general population. And my uniform is 3 times too big. Yeah, because I was cutting during the time. And if you've ever been to boot camp before, they always give you a uniform that's 4 times the size of you, because the Navy is lazy as fuck and they know we're all going to get fat and fill it in anyways. And has an American flag on each shoulder. Only had an American flag on one shoulder. The other shoulder was a U.S. Navy diver. That somehow had 23 likes. What do you think, baby? You think I was never in the military?
People are fucking stupid. Honestly, if he wasn't in the Navy, why the hell would we be talking about it? That's my first thing. Who the hell is gonna waste their time on talking about the Navy, talking about deployments, talking about the shit, talking about how shitty it was, if they weren't really in the Navy?
Who would post in a military uniform on board a U.S. Navy vessel as propaganda or fake or cosplay?
How can you even get on the damn base in general without a real cat card?
Good.
Let's be for real here.
So as we pass by holding Caulfield.
So all those 23 people who like that damn comment, you need to get your facts right. And you need to do more research.
You need to go get a fucking IQ test because you're retarded. You probably don't even know what that is because you're so damn fucking retarded. Next. People who serve these days are soft as fuck. Meanwhile, Marines and Army soldiers have to take baby wipe showers and dig a hole in the ground to take a shit in.
Yeah, because that's the Marines. He's in the Navy. He was in the Navy. That's 2 different damn branches.
I think what is misconstrued oftentimes is we believe that when somebody takes honesty and brings it to the table and makes statements about certain things, so I've explained in other videos, if there's mud in your water, then you're probably going to tell somebody, hey, there's mud in my water, I can't drink this, I want clean water. So when you bring an honest statement to the table, it's seen as complaining, but in reality, it's you talking about something as honest as possible, bringing it to the surface, and the only way to make change is by doing so. So you're bringing something to the table and hoping that it will change. It's not a complaint. I've done this job exceptionally well, but I've always been honest while doing the job. Why do you see this complaining? I'm sorry it sucked when you were in, or if you've never even served, but it's not complaining. And
he's not even fully talking mess about the Navy. The Navy served him well, and it made him the person he is. But what he's saying is he's telling y'all his honest and raw opinions. And if you don't like it, then don't be here.
Exactly. Then don't watch the video. Additionally, the reason why I was showing these videos and being so transparent and honest is because I want these 18-year-old kids who have no clue what they're getting themselves into to see, like, hey, this is how it is. This is what I'm going to do. This is what I'm joining. Because a lot of people seem to agree, you listen to the recruiter. No, listen to me, a U.S. Navy sailor, E5 with his ESWAS pin, who has been in the Navy for over 6 years as an instructor and a combat information center watch supervisor, to tell you all what the Navy is actually about and what they're not telling you. So fuck off.
Yeah.
Next comment. To all the sailors, quit complaining and do your job. This is the United States Navy. This is not a Carnival cruise line.
He was doing his job, so I'm confused. Were you physically there with him? Do you know exactly what he was doing? Do you know exactly the watches and everything he was standing? Because clearly you don't. You're assuming.
Have you ever been in the military yourself? Because to me, it doesn't seem like you have been. If you have been, then you'd understand that everybody in the military bitches and complains, but they still do their job anyways because that's what work is.
If you look up military on TikTok, you're going to see a bunch of military members complaining. The only difference is they don't have their damn, what's that called?
You supposed to?
Yeah, all that stuff on to recognize who they are. But they're complaining. Trust me, there's plenty of videos on there.
Well, like I said, bro, if you never complain, really, you see honesty as complaints. Honesty is different from complaining. Making
Honesty
statements.
is the best policy.
Yeah, let's just go with that. And it's in the Navy's core values and probably the other branches' core values. So, y'all don't even know. Y'all all talk about supporting the troops and the American people, but then y'all be the first ones to diss them while you're over there sitting on your ass eating potato chips, drinking beer.
Yeah, I can attest. I have seen someone in the Navy who was, what's that? The guard at the front of the gate. I don't know all these terms.
MA.
The MA at the gate. His belly was hanging out of his damn uniform. So I don't even want to hear it. And the fact they would get rid of someone who could actually fight a war, who actually got the muscles, who actually is fit, and for him, is crazy. I know y'all seen that before.
Just because I talk honesty on social media, they remove me and ad step me for being one of the best of the best. So next comment is, the comment saying, well, so-and-so sleeps in the mud, so now we turn our back on our military. We compare who suffers the most, and we're okay with any of it, question mark. Also, we're not at war. No one in our U.S. military should be suffering. So now we finally got somebody with some fucking competence and understands that it's 2020 fucking six, and that no U.S. military troop should be scraping pennies, living paycheck to paycheck, living in a barracks room with no stove, a microwave, windows that don't even open, it's hot as hell in there, 120 degrees, sharing the bathroom with another man or another woman with the doors locked. Now we have somebody with some competence that understands, like I said, 2026, we have the technology, we have the money, we have the availability to increase these living conditions for our U.S. troops to go and put their life on the line. Because these people have families, they have kids, they have husbands, they have wives, and they're over there fighting for your bitch ass who's sitting on the couch typing up keyboard warrior bullshit, who's never served a day in their life. So yeah, nobody should be suffering, I agree. Thank you, ERS313. Next comment. You're making the Navy look soft as fuck. First off, I want to say, if I'm making the Navy look soft as fuck by showing a video of the Navy, then it's not making something look soft as fuck. It's probably because the Navy, in a certain terms, is soft as fuck. Oh no, I can't wash my skibbies and the bathrooms are dirty. Oh my god, ew. Go commando and swab the fucking deck shit, mate. What do you think I did after the video? I was an E5 and made somebody else do that shit. but of course, I've been in those boots and those shoes, whatever you want to call it, and I've cleaned the head, the bathroom, whatever you want to call it, thousands of times in my career, and cleaned the whole ship thousands of times in my career, and painted the ship in Dubai on a Middle East deployment multiple times in my career. And for what reason? No fucking reason. That's what's crazy. Oh, this guy is this guy.
He's a paragraph writer.
We got paragraphs in the chat, so I called it a bathroom in my video, as you all seen. It's actually called a head. Also, he's in the primary at-sea uniform. I was in Tupac's during the time. It's not totally implied yet, but doesn't mean they don't issue it. Though, don't get me wrong, he's still wrong on a few things. I was never wrong. Like the DDG cover he's wearing. The whatever is white on his wrist. My Apple Watch. And making it seem like he's on a different ship. I never made it seem like I was on a different ship. I was born in USS Steedham, and I was posting a video of the USS Steedham's berthing. He's also wrong on not leading by example. Since he's a petty officer second class, he feels he shouldn't have to clean the nasty head. He would make someone lower rank do it. You bet your fucking ass I would.
They all do that.
But actually, I helped the junior sailors clean it. But of course, we had junior sailors in there. That's the whole purpose of berthing cleaners and field day and cleaning stations. You send the junior sailors in there to clean the head while you'll do the outside work and clean that. So, He feels he shouldn't have to clean that nasty hairdo and make someone lower ranked do it. Way to show those leadership skills you lack. If I lack leadership skills, then why would I be side by them, helping them clean the head? A failed leader would just tell them to do it and then go and fuck off. I never did that. Remember, the best leaders lead by example. Oh, wait! That's me. So get cleaning, Petty Officer 2 crap baskets. Oh, and make sure there's a trouble call in those urinals. Oh, and really sure the CO would love to see this. It's funny because all the chiefs, all the officers, and even my commanding officer of my last command actually loved my videos. Because why? Because they've actually been in the Navy and lived in these conditions and understand how terrible they are.
Everybody on the ship loved him. FYI.
Yeah, because I did a phenomenal job. As well as Big Navy. You might get a reduction and have to clean that yet, sailor. I did get a reduction in rank actually at my next command because my next command didn't like my videos, but my previous command where I showed everything did.
Where he was at for the longest time ever, for 5 years, he was on that shit and at that command, and then he all of a sudden had to move to shore duty, and now these motherfuckers are some hating ass people for no reason.
And
when they agree,
my career,
they agree, and you can tell they agree because they didn't have no reasoning to back what they said, but they still went through with it because there was these old fucks that agreed with them and just wanted to get them out, even though they're probably not even on social media. Let's be real.
Yep, the captain of the instructor command I was in. Well, I went to DRB, SOI, and JP, and they showed my videos. There was a lot of videos that they agreed with, and then there was a lot of videos that obviously I went out of the boundaries and stepped out of line. But that was only for entertainment and social media clout. But I always stood on what I believed in, and I was a man of my word, and I was like, look, I'm honest. This is the Navy's core values, is honesty, right? So I wasn't afraid of getting ADSEP or what would happen to me because I'm a man, and I believe everything that I said. And I feel like if I'm affecting the lives of thousands of other people, then I can jeopardize my own, right? Because I don't want you joining something where you have no idea what you're getting yourself into. So I took it upon myself to show you all that. So thank me for being selfless for all of you bitches that are complaining on the internet. Next is, what happened to supporting the troops? Now it's just, today's soldiers are weak. I'm convinced most of these comments are bots. Well, I'll let Baby answer that one because I feel like I've harped on that enough. I don't think that we're weak. I mean, I feel pretty strong.
I think, okay, yeah, there's probably some motherfuckers in there that are weak, but at the end of the day, they signed their life away. I give them props for that, and I will forever give the military in general, all the branches, props for signing years of their life away, including to be away from their families. But you can tell who has been in the military and who hasn't with these comments. Because people don't understand how actually hard mentally, physically, and emotionally it is for these military members. Like, y'all don't understand. I don't even understand. My husband, he's not that emotional, but I know for a fact that it's taking a toll on him because I swear to God, he has PTSD from people always sending him messages, people always asking where he's at, his alarm going off extra early in the morning, extra late at night. He has PTSD. The nigga be waking up for no reason when there's nothing going off. So I get it from like a spouse's side, you know?
I mean, I feel like she couldn't have said it better. And yeah, man, I don't understand. If somebody's been in the military, even if they're complaining, you have to understand you're in the military. You have to do your job in order to stay in. So everything that they're saying is everything that you're doing, right? Or everything that they're against. You still have to perform and do your job. It's not just a walk in the park. It's the military, right? You're not on vacation. That's what you're all saying. So it's weird to me when people see a video online or on the internet and they think that you're not doing XYZ when you're literally in the military, meaning you have to do XYZ. So we're weak. And I can safely say in my time of serving, I've seen some special eds. I've seen some Down syndromes. And I've seen some actually bad sailors. But for the most part, I would say 98%. Even if they're scared, even if they're weak mentally, even if they have issues of their own, I can safely say, and I'm glad to say this, is we've all excelled at our jobs and performed whenever the time was needed. I never met somebody who didn't do so. So I'm proud of that, and I'm proud to have served alongside those people. And you should be proud too, because those are the same people that are protecting your fat ass sitting on your couch eating your potato chips, watching TV. And if they weren't, then North Korea would already bomb your bitch ass, and you wouldn't even have a phone or a computer in order to type all this bullshit online to us. So that's why I think the sailor's next to me, because now I can reply to your hate comments. Whew. Next comment. As an E5, you ought to be leading the pack. Don't feed into it. They need leadership and ability to adapt. Wash your civilian clothes when you get a chance. Send uniforms to the SKs. Explain the whole thing, not just an opinion. And then the next one is, he's the new Obama Biden era military. No respect for anything. He wouldn't last 10 seconds in the early years of global war on terrorism. The GWAT. It's funny because I actually have my global war on terrorism pin or ribbon, and I wasn't in the Obama era, but I was in the Trump and the Biden and then the Trump again era. So it seems a lot of people bring politics into this, and they let politics control their life, even though politics are corrupt anyways and have nothing to do with your every day-to-day life. But for some reason, these liberals, these Democrats, these Republicans all believe so, and they let it control and dictate their life, and they go and protest, complain about Trump, complain about Biden. Bro, y'all are all wasting y'all's fucking time. Y'all are dumbasses. Y'all don't even understand the propaganda and the political scheme itself. And I don't understand why y'all protest or even complain. Why are y'all complaining out on the streets? I don't get it, bro. Complaining in the comments about me. I don't get it. Y'all are wasting y'all's fucking time, bro.
I mean, the fact people
America's
go out
not
of their
changing.
way to comment and do all this and that, and to comment hate and to just say all this negative stuff is crazy to me. Because don't you have something better to do with your life? And if you're going to comment on someone's video, I feel like it should be positive. Like, even if you're a negative person, and the fact to, like, bring someone down and be like, say all that stuff and then try to say that they're not in the military is crazy, because it just doesn't even make sense to me.
Somebody who served and was protecting your bitch ass, you're trying to bring them down. It's crazy. But you didn't do it yourself. Even more crazy. And our next comment says, which I get these a lot for some reason, because I show honesty on board a U.S. Navy warship. This comment is, this guy is not in the United States Navy. Pretending to be in stolen valor, which is a crime. And we're not even going to entertain that, because if I wasn't in the United States Navy making these videos, then I wouldn't be where I am today. Okay, girls. It's not a cruise ship. You are military, start acting like it. None of you little girls should be allowed your phone on board, because this type of shit that y'all pull. Man up, ladies. No, I just don't get it.
I don't even know.
I just don't get it, man. Like, what type of life or man would you be if you just sat there and just took everything? Straight up the ass took everything. Right up it, and didn't say a single thing, a single complaint about it. You just took it for 5 to 10 years straight, even 20 years, till retirement. Straight up the ass. And you had no complaints. What type of man would you be? Would you be a man, or would you be a sheep? Because real men take action, speak honesty, stand in what they believe in, and get shit done. Fake men become keyboard warriors, complain in the comments, and just allow whatever to happen to them and never say anything about it. It's almost the same as getting raped and then never telling on your rapist. But you'll go and tell everybody around you that you've been raped before, and you'll complain about it and victimize yourself. But not the boss itself who raped you. Think about how crazy that sounds. And I didn't mean to bring rape in this. But if you're going to jeopardize my career, my lifestyle, and what I've done as a man, and try to take away my manhood and strip away my manhood because you're insecure yourself, then it has to go to those levels of extremity. Anyways, fuck you, faggot. Next comment.
He's joking.
I'm not joking. You have turned out to be the biggest pussies in this generation coming up. What do you think they did in the Vietnam, Korea, World War II? You joined the United States military. You're not on a Norwegian cruise line. What a bunch of you know what I mean. So you had the audacity to call us pussies in the beginning, but can't finish your own sentence with pussies.
I hope more Navy sailors see that and see all those hate comments, and I hope y'all reply to that.
I hope if you're in the United States Navy that you're doing it for yourself and you use your benefits to the best of your ability and you're focused on only yourself, your family, and your career. Fuck all these keyboard warriors, all these online pussies who never served. Congratulations for serving. I thank you for your service, and I hope that you do the best and become the very best version of yourself, because people outside in America who you think you're fighting for or supporting have the least support, the least moral value, and the least honesty you could ever find out of American people in your whole entire lifetime. These veterans wonder why we hate them, because they disrespect the fuck out of us for doing what they did non-voluntarily 30, 40, 50 years ago. Next comment. I'm guessing that these facilities aren't up to the same standards as mommy and daddy's yacht. My mom and dad live in a trailer in which I was born and raised in.
I mean, unless y'all call that a yacht.
If you have a yacht, comment down in the comment section below and I'll be free and glad. I'll make room in my schedule to come and visit your bitch ass on your yacht and take it over because you're a lady boy. Whatever happened to the U.S. military training where we produce men instead of crying little boys? I agree. U.S. military's training, PRT standards, physical readiness standards, are not up to condition. That's why a lot of people are fat, undisciplined, non-logical, and have no clue where they're going, have no clue about what life is actually about, and they're just sheep, misguided, and just listening to orders and doing what they're told. So I 100% agree. Last comment before we get into babies, medical field comments, and it's gonna be good. So grow and grab your protein chips, because we're all buff here.
30
we're all
grams
strong
of
people.
protein.
Fight, fight, fight. Donald Trump. Last comment says, soft generation. Da 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 da. That's all you can say. No reasoning, nothing else. And somebody, which is my favorite comment of all time, it's been that way forever in a day since I was in the Navy in the 80s. There's nothing new. I don't know what you're all complaining about. 1980 to 2026 is 40 fucking 6 years ago. And you're telling me in 46 years nothing has changed. Yet, here we are today in 2026 telling you that nothing has changed and it's seen as complaining. The only difference between your generation and our generation is that we actually have the technology today in order to complain online or state our honesty online and show you all our living conditions which are uninhabitable. What are we talking about, bro? I'm gonna drink that. Spike colder strawberry lemonade. Fire. Go sit down, girl. Alright, baby. You got your phone on you?
This bad boy that is about to be on its last leg.
She's on his last leg.
She's taken me through a long way.
You gotta hurry up. Your phone at 10%.
Oh, yeah.
Alright, we're gonna show you all her CNA video right here.
Okay, I don't fuck with down south, bro. I don't fuck with down south. I cannot fucking stand these stupid ass fucking CNA bullshit job opportunities where they're not offering you shit. And then you mean to tell me I have 2 years, I just got done with another fucking CNA interview. You mean to tell me I have 2 years of CNA experience? And she's like, oh, I have to look up your thing. And she looks it up and she's like, yeah, we can only give you a year. It's literally a month until I hit my 2-year mark. And she's like, yeah, we can only pay you for a year of experience. Why? Is this how it is down south? Do they really pay you based off of exactly the years you've gotten your thing? They don't even ask you about anything else. They just go based off of your years and how much you've had. And then they use a fucking chart to fucking figure out how much they're gonna pay you. What the fuck is this? I just want to cry because I just don't understand. I'm not even trying to be like that. And I know coming from California is completely different. But at the same time, how is it different? You're still doing the same shit. You're wiping ass. You're slaving the fuck away. You're helping these motherfuckers out. The least y'all can do is at least give me trying to give me $16 an hour to wipe ass plus do overnight. What the fuck is this? What?
We're gonna get into my favorite one first. Okay, I'm just gonna give you all a little background. I have 2 years of experience behind me. Basically, I've hit my 2-year mark, and I made a video, and I didn't expect it to do well, but it's doing well. So yeah. Anyways, this little lady, she a mom. You could tell she a mom. She put 2 laughing emojis.
Her name's Tisha.
She said 2 years, 2 laughing emojis. If you don't like it down south, take your bougie ass back up north. I mean, if I could, I would. Don't you think? I wasn't born and raised down south. I'm not made for down south, but do I like it down here? Yeah. And just because you say that, you can be bougie and be down south. I don't see anything wrong with being bougie and living down south.
What did we talk about earlier? What is the point of living if you're not trying to be the very best version of yourself and have the best things in life around you? It's easier to cope and be like, oh, I live in a trailer and it's perfectly fine for me with my 2-inch TV and I have a dog with 3 legs. Like, no, bro. Don't you want a dog with 4 legs? Don't you want a 100-inch TV and a 4,000 square foot house with a fenced-in yard? And what else are you living for? To live paycheck to paycheck and slave to the company you work for? Bro, it's coping at its finest. I can't stand people like that anymore. I'm tired of that.
We just want better for ourselves. There's nothing wrong with that. You want better for yourselves, and you want the best around you so you can provide to the ones that you love. Yeah.
I'm tired of people coping, bro.
That girl, that mom only got 1 like. So. And the one who liked it is someone who commented on it. That's all I'm going to say. They said, not to sound mean, I'm tired of these people moving here and not doing any research and then compare everything back to where they come from. LOL. First of all, I'm not comparing. I'm letting y'all know where I came from and where my roots are at, and now I'm building something somewhere else. And I want better. I'm not going to settle for goddamn $15.45 an hour to wipe ass, get my stuff stolen, get my titty touched, get scratched. I'm not. Like, I'm sorry, but I was making 24 in California, and I'm not comparing, but I'm setting myself to a standard. I'm not setting nobody else to a standard but myself, and I refuse to settle. So there's that.
And if you're one of those people that sincerely believe that the one patient you're working for, give you an example. My dog takes $50 a day just for a doggy daycare. So how much do you think adult daycare is? Probably more than what she's making in a month at that CNA or nursing facility or whatever they're called. Just for one patient. But they're going to pay you $15 an hour to take care of some old person who's going to bitch at you, sexually assault you, and you're going to wipe their shit and piss up.
And if anybody out there who's a CNA understands that she was trying to put me in the long-term care. Long-term care is a bitch. That is so much harder than rehab. And she was trying to do me so dirty. But I'm going to let y'all know, I didn't settle. I'm not going to settle. And I'm probably going to take me a different route. Because I refuse to get paid that amount to do that job.
Yeah. And honestly, if you're working and making under $2,500 a month, you're getting slaved.
And doing slavery. That. Everybody in my comments was saying, run, basically, is what they're saying.
Next comment.
Another mom with her dog. She said, then move back to whatever state you came from. If I could, I would. We weren't even planning on coming here this soon. You don't even know the backstory. People be commenting like they know you.
Like you have control of where you're going.
Like, be so for real right now. And it really pisses me off because I just don't understand why people can't just be realistic. And just, like, if they do want to know deeper before they comment bullshit like this, then, ask. It doesn't hurt to speak up, but don't assume.
A more respectful comment would have been like, why did you come down here? Then it doesn't seem as antagonistic as the comments that you're making that are all offensive. Like you're attacking somebody that you don't know the backstory or know anything about. Mm-hmm. It doesn't make any sense. And like, okay, but now you're telling me you're okay with wiping ass for $15 an hour. And if you have that knowledge and you're a smart person, and you're telling somebody else to go back where they came from, wouldn't you want to go where they came from as well because they're making more money and having a better lifestyle? Your logic is flawed. It makes zero sense. Next comment.
I mean, this is just a picture of legs on their damn thing. They said, just the way you are talking and how you are describing what your job is, I wouldn't want you as a CNA. This one hit home. And you know why? Because she's acting like she goddamn knows me. And I am one of the best CNAs anybody could possibly ever want. Because I'm very compassionate and I'm very hardworking. And those are the two things you need to be a CNA. That's literally all you need. You need to have empathy and compassion for someone. And I have a lot of that. That's my flaw, actually. So the fact that she said that is crazy, and I didn't reply to her because I'm not one to go back and forth. But what I will say is every single person that I have had as a patient loved me to death, and they asked for me all the time when I wasn't there. So let's be for real here.
These people make me sick.
Fucking dumb bitch. Alright, we're gonna get into the positive for my comments because I've only had a few hate comments because people, you know, they have a stick up their ass or whatever. But we're gonna get into the positive because I really love this one. I love the energy and everything like that this girl said. She said, girl, they definitely try and play you, working hard as fuck for pennies, and they do not care at all. And no, they don't pay you actually based off your experience because as you get more experience, years of experience, as in 10 plus years, they will start acting as if $20 to $23 is the most they can pay, even with no experience. It's a lose-lose situation. Do something else is the best advice I got. You know what I'm gonna say? Girl, you're 100% right. Because I am no longer pursuing a CNA route down south. Because my comment section has told me everything I need to know that pursuing anything in the medical field down south is not for someone like me. Because I just value my experience. I value the price I'm worth. And I'm not worth $15 an hour. So that is that. And I am very grateful for that video to pop off because I needed a little push behind my ass for me to pursue something else. So I appreciate y'all for doing that and commenting and liking and sharing my stuff.
At a minimum, I believe you should be making at least $30 an hour as a CNA.
Okay, he's really unrealistic. I'm being realistic. I would say 25 at least. And all you should need by then is a year experience. Because if anybody out there who's a CNA, who's a nurse in general, understands that it is a mental battle. Like you are battling with yourself and they put you on a 4-on, 2-off schedule and that is hard. That's not easy for people to do.
And don't forget to tell them that there's night shift as well.
I done knock shift. 11 p.m. at night to 7 in the morning. That's the roughest thing you will ever do in your life. I promise you that. I've always done AM shifts, so I've always been the early riser, get off at 3, 4, go home. No, I tested myself before, and I've done the 11 to 7. It's not for the weak. I was miserable. I was trying to run off of caffeine. Caffeine don't even help at that point. You get to the point where like you're changing people and you're just like really going through the motions. You're not even thinking about it. You're just like, I need to get this done so I can go home and go to sleep. That's literally it. And it sucks because you sleep all throughout the day and then you wake up and you're like, damn, I gotta go back to work in like 2 hours. So if you have a family or anything, that's not the ideal shift. And then you try to get the morning, but the morning is even worse because now you have to get people up, now you have to get people out the door, now you have to get them ready for their families, and people's families are a bitch. Let's just say that. Sometimes they could be assholes and they don't understand that you have multiple people that you gotta take care of, not just their family member. And you're trying your best. So I give every nurse and every person in healthcare out there props and the benefit of the doubt because I understand. And my mom was an RN for my whole life. So trust me, I understand the struggle and I understand what families deal with, but sometimes you gotta give the nurses the benefit of the doubt.
A racist nurse?
No.
Any more?
No, that's all I got.
Well, I hope you all enjoyed us being hated on. We'll never be the type to hate on you, but we may call you out here bullshit.
Yeah.
So as always, same table, different conversation. My name's Ethan.
And I'm Shy.
And remember, to take
Take
it
it
easy.
easy.